Guys, pardon me. I won't even cut that. Guys, deluded, I'm back again. I had something in my mouth there. I'm back again. Yeah, man. What was I going to say? Now, if you're judging by the papers or judging by what's likely to happen or judging by what's happened specifically in regards to Arsenal's incomings in the transfer window, um, yeah, you're bound to have mixed feelings. You're bound to have had, depending on who you are, how you look at things, you could have felt joy, underwhelmingness, you could have felt some optimism, all heap of emotions and stuff. The speculation, like myself, drives me crazy in a good and a bad way because some of the names is a complete fantasy. Well, yeah, we might as well speak in regards to it, or I don't even know the purpose of this video or even what I'm going to call this vid, but yeah, let's speak about it. I suppose what I could say is, let's look at it if that, based on the names we're kind of linked with, would we be happy with them? Now, we can, in football, granted you need to be humble, but by the same logic, you should never be content, never be happy. So we can't please everybody. But just based on some of the names, like if I mention, who should I mention first? Let's start with the ones that look like might happening. Yachin Adli, a name dropped in, a couple of you knew about. He looks like he's coming to the club. We've seen reports that he might not, but he's hit back at some newspapers and said they don't know what they're talking about. Whatever that means, we'll see. Hopefully that means he's coming to the club, and it looks like that deal is as good as done. So we're going to get him. That's one. Socrates, that one looks as good as done. The I's have been dotted and the T's have been crossed. That one just looks like it needs an announcement. Obviously, Liechtenstein has arrived to the club. That's free. It looks like strong reports are linking us to another one I named, Lucas Pereira, that you guys have also seen. He's a very decent player. He's compared to Kante. Yes, there's some characteristics that you could say is similar, but I think he's a completely different player. Just because players do the same sort of stuff doesn't mean they're the same sort of player. So yeah, he's hard. But there's strong reports linking us to him. Now, that might not happen, and that might all be dreams, people, but that looks like that might happen. So that's another move. So if I go with Yachin Adli, Liechtenstein, Socrates, Torreira, that's four. I might be missing someone else out. We're linked with Sayenchu, so let's just, you know what? Yeah, let's start with them four. Would I be happy with them four so far? Of course, yes, I would be. And if we were to add into that, would we say Sayenchu? I hope I said his name correctly. The young Turkish centre half, and we've also been linked with Gelson Martins. And we've also been linked with Pavard. So if I were to pick a couple of them, not go over the top, or let's just say 5 max, people. If I was to pick 5 and say would I be happy so far with the window, I'm not sure. I probably would be. So let's say Yachin Adli looks like it's happened, so that's one. Socrates and Liechtenstein, respectively, they've basically happened, so that's 3. We can't really get around that. If Torreira was to happen, I'll be over the moon, people. I really want Torreira. I'll be extremely happy with that. If Pavard was to somehow come to this club, people, I'll be extremely happy with that. But yeah, if them 5 were to come to the club, I'd be extremely happy, and I'd give the window a 6 out of 10. But equally, so far, I'd give the window a 6 out of 10 with Sayenchu. If Sayenchu came to the club instead of Pavard or stuff like that, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 just on the basis that the club is trying. It looked like the club is trying to improve the spine, and there's some decent players. Obviously, you have to mark it a bit down because of the goalkeeper. And then the next job on top of that will be getting all of these new arrivals to gel, getting the existing players, which a lot of people don't speak about, and it quite frankly annoys me. Like, yes, we need to buy new players and always want to improve and stuff, but it goes under people's head is working with what you have. I'm not saying work with duds for no reason continuously, and by a degree, some of you will say to what I just said, DG, that all of them are duds, to which you'd be right.